You feel behind because you put so much time into your personal growth. You put so much time into making your mind a better place. You put so much time into destroying all those patterns. Everything that doesn't serve you, everything was in your mind. All the shifts, all the changes, or most of the changes in your life were taking place in your own mind, with your mindset, with how you deal with things, how you handle emotions. And you know what? That can sometimes make you feel like you are behind in life. Because when you were building your mindset, when you were focusing on your mental health, when you were strengthening yourself inside, everyone else was building their physical life. Maybe those people didn't have so much mental stuff to go through. That doesn't really matter. This is your life, so you have to focus on yourself, and you can just like polemize about what other people did and why they did it. But the thing is, when you focused so long on your personal growth, it can make you feel like you have never achieved anything solid in your life. But the thing is, not all phases of life are meant to be the building phases. Sometimes you have to demolish something. Because what would happen if you, instead of focusing on your mental health, instead of focusing on handling your emotions, on breaking generational trauma, all the patterns, what if you would instead focus on getting all the degrees, getting the jobs, building the wealth, all those things? Amazing. But if you do not have the solid mental foundation, nothing from that is sustainable. Maybe you don't love yourself, so you burn out because you work so much, because you try to prove yourself to other people. The thing is that you had to demolish all those negative things, all those bad patterns, all those unhealthy habits, becoming the better version of yourself. When you sort yourself out in the mind, when your mind is so strong, then you can start building. Then the foundation is ready, because before it was just full of mud. There was no stable ground to build on. Maybe you're still there in this phase where you have a feeling like you're constantly dealing with your mind and you're not building anything in your life, anything physical, and everyone has like kids, families, houses, whatever they have, and you have a feeling like you're behind. But let me tell you something, this is investment. You needed to invest into your own mind. So if you're still there in that position, when you're healing your mind and you feel like you didn't gain anything physical or very little, that's okay. You needed to build this foundation to be able then to grow in your life. Like for example, me, I have dedicated 7 years of my life to very deep mental well-being journey, because I was such a destroyed individual. I thought that life is about nothing. I had very bad thoughts in my mind. I was working, I was studying, but it was like I was lumping through life. I was never able to walk or to run and achieve a lot of things, because I was just lumping. I was so overwhelmed. I was burnout. I had such a perfectionistic tendencies that if I would have never focused on my mental health, if I would never focus on being a better version of myself in my mind, I would never be able to, for example, record this video. I would never have the confidence to do something that I truly desire. I would never follow my true dream. I would just give up, because I would be like, yeah, I'm not worthy enough. Like, why would someone listen to me? Now I healed myself and I see all those things. My confidence grew. So now I'm able to reach out to people who I would never have reached out before if I would not focus on my mental health. I used to hate myself. I was engaging with very unhealthy mentally and physically people just because I decided to focus on something that is inside. Now is the time for me to build the outside world. So let this be a reminder to you that if you're working on your mindset, if you are focusing on this thing right now and not on building the external world, it's investment and it's gonna pay off later in life. And if you would not pay attention to this now, maybe then it would be so hard for you to actually build a physical world, because you would be lumping, because you wouldn't have the strong foundation. You're definitely not alone. There are so many people that are focusing on their mental health because that's a priority. Without it, it's very hard to go through life if you don't have your mindset right. Be compassionate to yourself. You're building the life of your dreams. It's just not yet in the physical reality. And that's also the thing. If you shift your mind, then the reality that you really want is very, very close. It's there because you hired your vibe, but that's like a whole different manifestation video. Just because something is not shown in the physical reality doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Give yourself time, as long as you need, for solidifying the foundation that you need later on to build the life of your dreams.